Welcome to the Virtual Adult Improv Show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scode, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating our 49th year next year of dishing out fine comedy improv at our theater in Burbank. But we also been online for over 5.5 years now doing short and long form. Tonight is a long form show, Superhero Therapy. Let's introduce the cast. Starting with Andrew, who's playing Ant-Man.
Hey, enjoy the show.
Brian, who's never looked better, playing Spider-Man.
It's because you can't see my face. That's what they say.
Amanda, who's brand new, playing Catwoman.
I hope you all enjoy watching me.
Nick will be playing the Dart. Farron, the Wren.
Nice to meet you, everyone.
James, the Blob.
Who's hungry?
Juve, who's brand new, as it was Farron, will be playing the Angel.
Sup?
So we have 3 new players in here doing our superhero therapy, and let's get the ball rolling right now. Okay, as you know, the league has had me had sent you all to me. You're in isolated rooms here in our building. As you know, behind me is our headquarters, where most of the main president and official members of the league will decide on your fate. I'm here just to understand why your missions failed, and I'm here to understand a little bit about each and every one of you, and can we send you out on another mission? Some of you have been with the league for a long time, and we really appreciate your dedication, but you kind of screwed up this time. Team 1, which was the Dart and Ant-Man and the Blob, you were supposed to teleport first, Nick, to Moscow, to the Kremlin, and we were going to have Ant-Man then get into the Kremlin and find out what's going on, and then we're going to have the Blob take over for the Kremlin as well as all of Moscow, because we want to stop this Ukrainian war. We don't know other way to do it, so the league has put us in charge of sending you out here to blob out the entire Moscow, maybe all of Russia, if you got that ability, Blob. But you screwed up. We'll talk about that when we get to your particular mission. Our team 2 was, of course, the Wren and the Angel and Catwoman and Spider-Man, and you were supposed to get into Venezuela and stop all the gangs from bringing fentanyl in to our country. And that didn't really work out too well either, so we'll talk about that as well. We are taping everything today, so the league can be listening to everything. Some of the people who will be coming in to make assessments are other therapists, psychiatrists, and other former league members. Some may not know you, so we'd like you to state your name and your power. Okay, and anything else you'd like to say about yourself. Of course, let's not get into the actual event that we sent you on the mission. We'll talk about that away from your introductions. Let's start out with Ant-Man.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ant-Man. I can get really, really small. I'm a scientist, so I'm super smart. I have a shrinking solution, and that's how I get into buildings and such.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Hey, everyone. It's me, Spider-Man. I think everyone kind of knows what I do, but if you don't, I shoot webs, I climb walls, and I protect New York City. If you didn't know that, I must have been living under a rock, because I've been around a long time. So there's that.
Catwoman.
Hi, my special ability is stealth. I'm extremely flexible and I can get in and out of places that you can't even imagine.
Okay. The Dart.
Yeah, hey, what's up? I'm the Dart. Y'all might have not heard of me. I'm pretty new to the superhero game, but I can teleport. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yep.
Ren.
Hi, I'm Ren. I am the daughter of Hawk Girl and Hawkman. I am able to fly, and I have, you know, training in archaic forms of weapons utilization.
The Blob.
Hey, how's it going? I'm the Blob, the OG plus-size superhero. My powers include consuming large amounts of energy in caloric and culinary form, and sex appeal.
Angel.
I'm Angel. I can fly. I have big feathery wings. You can't see them because I had to retract them. But my maneuverability is top notch. I'm like Air Force One, but human with feathered wings.
Okay, thank you. Team 2, I will be talking to you shortly. Team 1, please stay out here with me. Okay. Thank you. All right. So you were supposed to teleport into the Kremlin, and Ant-Man was supposed to meet you there, and then the Blob was going to be signaled by Ant-Man when he could just put the Blob over the entire Kremlin and spread it out over all of Moscow. We figured if we could stop Putin and some of the higher ups in the military, we could stop the war because there'd be no way for them to communicate. Unfortunately, you teleported to Siberia. Okay. And Ant-Man was stuck there in the Kremlin area and going through all the different little passages by shrinking and going around seeing all that. The Blob, of course, was waiting just outside of Moscow to do the whole deal. Okay, but you teleported to Siberia, so then the Ant-Man didn't know what to do, and then you tried to teleport from Siberia, and then you ended up in Crimea. Okay, so I don't know what this Beria, Mia, what's going on, Dart.
Okay.
I know you're new, but we brought you into this operation because we wanted to have you teleport there to meet Ant-Man for the job.
Look, last time I messed up a job, it was in the States. So I spent a long time studying United States geography. And then you guys send me to Russia. Okay? I don't know where places in Russia are, man. Okay? I can look at a map. I can do my best. Okay? Look.
Well, Siberia is in a completely different area than Moscow.
Uh-huh. Right. I found that out. You got new information for me?
Okay, so you never made it there. Then you make it to Crimea, right in the middle of a war zone, which
I tried. Well, you think I carry cash on me? No, everything's a card, and I don't have rubles. I didn't even know rubles was a currency.
Right.
Found that out.
And then you teleported to Bakersfield to get back. Why would you teleport to Bakersfield?
Well, they got a nice train.
Okay, all right.
They've been working on it for a while. It's honestly, it's pretty sick.
Okay,
I did it on purpose, for sure.
Okay. All right, so Ant-Man, so you're there, you're going through all the Kremlin buildings. What were you thinking when you weren't getting any communication from, Dart?
Well, obviously, I was thinking my communication devices aren't working. I mean, I have this watch that allows me to talk to people, so I had to take it apart inside the Kremlin, in a back room where no one could find me because, Russia. And, I took it apart. Everything seemed to be working correctly. I put it back together. I tried again, and just no response.
Yeah, and what exactly happened? I know that you actually made it into the main area of the Kremlin, almost to Putin himself. And you were at the bottom of a desk, and someone knocked like a stapler off the desk and flattened you. What happened there?
Yeah. That was a mistake. I did not see the stapler. It was very precarious, perched very precariously on the desk. And I just ran over it, and it fell on me, and it hurt quite a bit. I'm still recovering from that, but I'm getting better.
Yeah. Well, thank God no one saw you because you were so small. That was a little scary. But we're glad you're okay. But we'll have to make sure you didn't get a concussion from the stapler. Okay. So the blob. Okay. So now you're waiting for your position to actually go out. Okay. And someone said they saw you in Red Square eating chicken Kiev.
Yeah, like, okay, I heard it's supposed to be good. But the only reason I was doing that, because I knew the whole mission was a bust, okay? If they had originally started with the Blob's original plan, we would have had Russia by the balls right now. And he's shaking his head, but, my original plan was that Dart would be able to teleport me straight to where Ant-Man was. But I couldn't do it. Why? Because you can't make a portal big enough to teleport the Blob, right? So he's fat-shaming me. Okay, that's the first problem with this team.
Okay. Well, we know you were able to get on a cruise ship and you got over there. So you got over there. We know that. But apparently,
this time it didn't sink. It didn't sink this time. Things were actually looking on the up.
Right. Well, you hadn't been eating. You didn't get up to their buffet room that quick enough. Okay. But once you got into Moscow and then you went into Red Square to get the chicken Kiev, and then you realized that you didn't have any rubles to pay for it. So then you blobbed that entire restaurant so that you didn't have to pay.
That's right. I absorbed them. They're really, really good. I gave it a 2 big thumbs up. Great chicken Kiev. But I think that we're actually overlooking the problem. We didn't want to just, suck in all of Russia. It had to be a targeted strike. That's why it was these two jabronis' job to get me into the Kremlin so I could seduce Vladimir Putin.
But that wasn't
I couldn't do it.
Seduce that. No, you think you could seduce Vladimir Putin? How are you going to seduce him if he's he's straight? He's not into blobs.
Oh, let me tell you, I got the goods all right here. Vladimir Putin, he'd be totally into the blob. Oh, these two, look at that, that right there. That is exactly what is wrong with this team. Okay,
man, it's all you've been talking about. Okay,
I could have done it. I'm like James Bond, but just bigger.
Right. Okay, so Ant-Man, you were able to get back. He teleported. You were able to get back, apparently on some sort of Chinese vessel that was bringing toys, and you ended up going to Mattel. They dropped you off at Mattel.
Yes. Actually, that's one of my homes. Is Mattel. The Mattel factory is actually one of my homes. So that was a weird coincidence. But, I was trying to get to my actual home, not a factory.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the Blob, I understand that you got on a huge barge and were able to, unfortunately, what you did is you blobbed everybody who worked on the barge. They're all dead now. The barge did land in Long Beach, so we knew where you were able to get back here. And you weren't able to eat for that whole time, so you did shrink a little bit so it didn't sink, thank God. And you used all your...
The problem was, the real crime here, and what really needs to be brought to light, is that there was no buffet. There was no buffet on that barge. And, 14 hours at sea. I can't go into ketosis. I need the or catabolic state.
It was a shipping vessel. Okay, man.
Yeah.
What it was for like shipping Temu products, man. What do you mean a buffet?
It's a long trip. You can't not have a buffet to be able to sustain the blob. Come on. I told you guys this. I need at least 20, sometimes 4,500,000 calories a day to sustain this great mass.
You would have not made it back had you had a buffet. That you would have sank the barge.
Okay, that's the boat's problem. Okay, we got to get these boat people, these industrialists on the phone. Hey, stop doing that. That right there. That's what the problem with this team is. You see that? You see that? You just wish that your Your titties were as big as mine.
Oh,
Darn,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we asked you to
No.
teleport back to the main office, but you didn't teleport there. So exactly where did you end up? Because I don't have that here in my records.
Orlando.
You went to Disney World?
Oh, I just ended up in Orlando.
That is Orlando. Orlando's like just a giant Disney World, even the houses. Stop eating, Blob. Just for a second. Okay, so where did you end up in Orlando? Where
So
Where?
Near the airport.
how did you get back here?
The airport.
Well,
Like I said, I
there's
was
no-
near the airport, so I got on a plane.
You just got on a plane and flew back to here.
Yeah, just did that. That's it. That's all I did.
Oh, I'm the dart. I can fit on an airplane.
Okay, well, listen, I'm going to be going through some
An airplane
therapy
can
with
fit
each
in
one of you.
you. Badass.
Okay, you know, you guys are
what
going to be
was
able
that? What was that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That right there. That's the problem.
You know, if you don't want to be called fat ass, maybe try Ozempic.
Yeah, speaking of that, Ant-Man, why are you doing that? You can already be small enough. Why are you taking Ozempic? You're getting smaller now. You're like almost like the size of a needle.
Yeah, it's really an unhealthy body image.
No. My goal is to be more aerodynamic, right? So I can get places faster when I'm running. And if I'm a needle, that's very aerodynamic.
Okay, all right. You three are all pretty screwed up. I'm going to talk to you individually, okay? Let me bring out team 2. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, team 2. All right. So you're supposed to fly around, the two of you, Ren and Angel. You're supposed to fly around and find out where Spider-Man and Catwoman could get into one of the gang areas so that Spidey could take out the gang members before they got on a boat with the fentanyl or on some sort of a vehicle to try and cross the border. Catwoman, you were brought onto this to try and seduce one of the gang members, the head gang member, so you could find out where everything was. Okay? Now, you two were flying around, that was fine, but then they sent the drones up. So what exactly happened with you guys and the drones? Let's start with Ren.
Well, they're so ugly. I was able to smash a couple of them with my hammer, but they kind of swarmed. It was not cool.
Okay, so, your parents didn't carry a hammer like that. You started listening to MC Hammer rap music, and I understand you're rapping now too. And
Yeah, that's the word.
so you're rapping
My
Ren.
mother here carried a mace though, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not
see.
too different, but just different enough for the Ren.
All right, so Angel, so you're flying around, and obviously you were able to avert any of the drones taking you out. But what exactly happened with you and the drones?
You see, I thought that it was like promo or something. I am beautiful. Yeah. And so then when the drones came out, I got distracted. I was trying to make sure they had, got my good side. And then, then there was like a laser that came out of it. And I was like, whoa, what's that? Like, what's going on? And then they like shot my wing. I spiraled down now. I'm great with maneuverability. But then I hit like the side of a building, went through like a hut. Huts are there for some reason. I didn't think it was that type of neighborhood. And then I fell and I got knocked out.
Right. Well, thank God no one captured you. I know that Ren came down to help you with the defense, and then she hammered anybody who tried to get near you. So that was good. Now, Catwoman and Spider-Man. So now you're in the building. Spider-Man has found a way in and that Catwoman could follow. Catwoman got in. But then I was able to get some surveillance from the camera in that particular elevator that you two were on to go to the 7th floor. And apparently you two were like getting a little amorous, Spidey.
Yeah, I mean, trapped in an elevator in a random country with a beautiful woman. What are you supposed to do?
Not do that.
Well, where does it say that? Does it say that in our contract? We're not allowed to do that with a beautiful woman in an elevator in a foreign country?
We don't send you. We don't have stuff about what you do in an elevator unless you get stuck in an elevator. We have outs for that. But
that's what I thought.
Okay, so what was going on with you, Catwoman? Who came on to who? Did Spidey come on to you, or you come on to Spidey?
Well, considering he is as flexible as I am, I wanted to see how flexible, and he did not disappoint. Hi.
Okay, well, you were when the elevator door opened. There was a security guard there. Thank God, Spidey put the web around him so you're able to get out. Then you pushed him into the elevator and sent him down to the bottom floor. Okay, then in your own words, Spidey and Catwoman, now you're on the floor where the gang leader is. Tell me exactly in your words, Spidey first, and then Catwoman, what exactly happened after that?
Well, everything is a little fuzzy around that time, but from my recollection, I webbed everybody up. I hung them up from the top of the building, and it was my understanding that the two with wings were meant to come in and swoop him up after I captured the bait, but they were nowhere to be seen. So I did my job as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Ren was getting Angel, who was knocked out on the side of the building, and she kept the bad people away from him because she was on a very bad street with Ren and Angel. So they were able to get out of there. Thank God she was able to help fly, and then he had the one wing, she had the two, so together they were able to fly out of there, and we were able to save them offshore. But you two stayed a little longer in that building, okay? So now don't blame it on them. You're in the building. They were just showing you ways to get in, and their job was pretty much done. They were just flying around to make sure that you got out okay. But apparently...
I'm supposed to carry a whole guy from Venezuela back to New York City?
No,
I believe you could.
Okay, all right, this is okay.
In my defense, what was I supposed to do after I had Spider-Man and when I saw him wrapping him up and he could carry him? All I could do was watch and amusement.
Well, you pushed the guy down the elevator, so we didn't have to carry anybody at that moment. So, okay.
Well,
so
I didn't want him to say anything.
Okay. So now you two are walking down the hall, and Spidey, you decided to go out of the building and swing around to see where the gang leader was, to swing back to tell Catwoman to know what door she goes in. So that happened. Then you went in the door. What happened after that, Catwoman?
Well, once I went into the door, I used my acrobatic skills and I did a little pow pow, and he went flying, and all I could still think was how much adrenaline was still rushing through my body.
Right, but you were supposed to seduce him. You weren't supposed to hit him and knock him out.
I was so seduced and already in another world. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, so you knocked him out, so now we don't know where the fentanyl is. We don't know where all the drugs are because you knocked him out. So then we had to get you out of there. So Spidey had to get you out and create webs, jumping from building to building to eventually get out to the...
Me.
Yeah, he saved you. Okay, but then you guys all were able to meet, us just off the shore together. But it was a pretty botched mission. Where do you think it fell apart, Spidey?
Do you regret the elevator?
I think it fell apart. No, the elevator did not fall apart. That was perfect execution, if I could say so myself. I'm going to be completely honest here. I think it falls on the dudes with wings.
Okay, let me be honest with you. We had to get you an emotional support dog. We saw the emotional support dog behind you because you're so screwed up because Catwoman you realize she's just a flirt. You were getting hot for her, and you wanted to have a relationship with her, and she didn't do it. So you had an emotional breakdown, and now you had to get an emotional, and now you got an emotional cat as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a dog too. That looks like a cat.
I wanted to say that in front of everybody. It's exactly what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I had a mental breakdown because the Catwoman wouldn't do it with me. Yeah, totally. Thanks a lot, man.
Okay. So, Juve, where do you think it went wrong?
When it fell apart, when Spider-Man was pulling Catwoman apart.
Well,
That
Angel,
one fell apart.
inside it fell apart there, but for you, it fell apart when you lost your damn wing from a drone and fell down into a building and into a hut.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the part where your wings came apart?
Oh. Okay. So like I said, I thought it was free promo. Okay, because I'm trying to look. Okay, I'm not gonna be young and beautiful forever. Okay, so I gotta think about other opportunities, and I thought that was one of those cameras. Powerful people were looking through that. Maybe a drug lord need like a bodyguard or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of other ways, But I mean, that wasn't. Anybody could have messed that up. Anybody.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go into therapy with everybody. Yeah. Well, you didn't. So we'll be talking to you in your therapy about what's really happening, and you can be honest about the other people. Thank you very much. I'm going to start off with the Dart. Okay, Dart.
What's up?
Since you were we know what's up. Okay. Apparently, okay. So you're not like somebody said you bought some weed in Bakersfield.
Okay.
So is that why you teleported to Bakersfield? Do you have a dealer there?
No.
Okay. Why would some?
No, they got a nice train. It was
train.
nice
Yeah. Yeah. That's
LA,
what you say. Train, but is train a code word for weed?
No. Nope. It's that big train that
woo,
goes.
Woo, huh?
Okay, what do you want? It's not
this is why you're teleporting, because you're smoking weed before you teleport. Okay? You're not supposed to do that. We don't care if you smoke it on, but when you're going to go out on a gig and you end up in Siberia, because all you just said is anywhere in Russia, I don't know what you put in there. You should have put Moscow, Kremlin.
Okay. I tried. Okay. It's like my internal map, man, and I don't have a good internal map of Russia. So I'm trying my best here, but when I said that I was ready to go out, I didn't think I was ready. I didn't think it was going to be like a global expedition. You put me on really important tasks.
Well,
man.
yeah, then you go to Crimea.
Okay.
I mean, that's not even in Russian. That's Russian now, but it was
Crimea. God, all these words are foreign to me.
Okay. But the Crimea has an A at the end. Siberia has an A at the end. Moscow does not. Kremlin does not.
Okay.
Neither does Bakersfield. But
Orlando doesn't either. It almost does. It's an O.
No, it's an A. It does have an A at the end, Orlando. So Siberia, Crimea. So you're just going to places with A's. What? See, what's wrong with you? Is there something seriously wrong? Do I need to get you an emotional support? Do you have it? Oh, I think you do. I think you got an emotional support cat, if I believe, because you had a mental breakdown too.
He ran away. I tried to teleport him with me, not just by himself. And then he got spooked and he clawed me real bad, and then he jumped out, and it's okay. We were in a safe area. It wasn't too bad. It was just Oakland. So I think he's fine.
Oakland doesn't end with an A.
I can teleport to places that don't end with A's, man. I just can't do it consistently or well. I try
9 out of 10
hard.
places that you teleport end with an A. That's what we gave you, all the places in the States that did A. We even sent you to Canada because they say A at the end of everything.
And then you tried to send me to Moscow and Crimea. And
Well,
the
we told you it was
Kremlin?
Moscow A. We said that to you just to hopefully Moscow A.
Well, apparently I went to Moscow B, which is in Siberia.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, it was, I don't know if I get through to you. So, yeah, we'll try and get that emotional animal. Please stop smoking weed, okay, before you go out on stuff, okay?
For sure.
Okay. What? See, there it is.
Oh, the cat's back. Dude, he came
Okay.
back. I told you he was fine.
Yeah. I think that cat's on something, too. He's kind of, is he on meth or catnip?
I don't know. He was in Oakland, dude. Could be anything.
Okay, Oakland, okay. All right, okay, thank you. All right, let me get Ant-Man. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Ant-Man, you should know there's a stapler halfway off the desk. Don't you look around as you're so fast you can move through things. You weren't fast enough to get away from that stapler. What were you looking at?
I was looking directly ahead. You know, you just get that laser vision. You know, when you're going somewhere and when you're doing something that I just wasn't looking up, and someone knocked a stapler on me. My wrist still hurts.
Mm-hmm. There was a rare beetle found in that room. Were you not staring at the beetle? Did you have something that you wanted to do with the beetle?
Yeah, it was one of the most attractive beetles that I've ever seen. Which is saying a lot because beetles are they're beetles. But yeah, it's I wanted to run up, do my job, then I got distracted by this very attractive beetle, and stapler
And then the
fell
stapler
on
hit.
me.
Yeah. And then when you woke up, of course, the beetle wasn't there anymore, was it?
No, she had
Because
left.
it wasn't a beetle. It was a trap. Russians have little beetle drones, okay? And that was one on the ground, okay? And they also have little sensors that they can see things, and they have little cameras, and they probably saw you in there, and probably that stapler was pushed on you. I'm surprised that when the stapler hit you, you shrunk so small that it was almost like you evaporated. That's why you weren't captured.
Yeah. I got deflated, is what I like to say. Deflated by the stapler. Now I have inflating solution as well as shrinking solution, so I was able to inflate myself, but unfortunately I'm not completely healed yet.
Mm-hmm. So would you say that you probably got, when you saw the beetle, you got an Anton?
I would say that. Yes, I was in my ant form, so yes, Anton is correct.
Okay. I haven't suggested you get any sort of support, animal or insect, but we might get you a praying mantis. I think that might work for you.
Or could you get me one of those Russian beetles?
Let's get you a ladybug. How's that?
All right, split the difference. That'll work.
Okay, thanks. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, Blob. Oh my God, you've gotten bigger. We left some food in the room for you because we knew
it's
that.
not enough.
Well, I think 400,000 churros, and then 18 bags of Cheetos, 17 packages of raw hot dog. I think that's quite a bit.
I call that the 10 a.m. snack.
Yeah, an appetizer, right? I know that, but we didn't want you to get bigger than the room, okay?
Like stretching,
okay.
You know.
Yeah. All right. So now, what made? I mean, I know you didn't have any rubles, but don't you think you'd blow the whole thing by blobbing that restaurant? I mean, thank God it stayed in the restaurant and didn't come outside, so somebody said, what the hell's going on?
Look, no. In short terms, in layman's terms, absolutely not. That restaurant was a hub and a popular spot for a lot of those Russian agents. Okay, and I just couldn't let them get away because we can, we can still interrogate them and we can still pull information from them. All we just need to do.
That was 2 weeks ago. We're not going to go back into your mess of blob where you froze up a bunch of Russian agents. Supposedly, we don't know who was in there.
Look, well, just get the keeper of the time stone. Just get Doctor Strange over here. He can work the clocks back, right? We'll extract the people and the information, and then we'll go after Putin the right way, the blob's way, okay? I mean, I had a plan.
Now, he's too old, okay? Everything's digital now. He's analog. He's an old clock. We're not going back to analog anymore. Everything's digital now.
You're complaining about all these great things. Just makes me want to stress eat. Okay, so do you have a spoon? Do you have a spoon or something? Do you have a spoon?
No. Why don't you just eat with your long tongue?
Oh my God.
Anyway, you know what? Oh God. Oh jeez. Okay, this is disgusting. The problem is,
okay?
Yeah. I don't.
You don't have the right tools on hand. Are you really sure you're like a therapist? Like how do you live with yourself?
I'm not eating right now, so I don't need a spoon. And you're in a different room, and I don't. And then we're not going to have someone go into your room because we'll know you'll probably blob them, and then try and escape. Okay, so I don't really. I'm not
hold the blob, man. All right.
Yeah.
Some of the teammates.
Okay.
They were raising a good point. Mobility is a problem. All right. I'm open to ideas. So this is what I'm thinking. I got a great new idea. I need a hover scooter. Okay, like scooters are at the supermarkets with all the people who are plus size good people.
It's not gonna.
Well, the blob needs one, but it's got to be high powered, right? We got to have laser cannons on this thing. We got to have a throttle. We got to be. The blob's gonna be fast. I'm gonna put all those guys like Andrew and
you move slower than an elephant. Okay, all right. A turtle. You're like a turtle.
Ant-Man and Dart. I'm gonna put them out of business because this is gonna speed things up. Okay.
All right. Let me ask you something. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Let's cut the BS here. You're writing love letters to Rosie O'Donnell.
Man, I kind of have a special connection with Rosie. Rosie and I go way back. I remember the Rosie O'Donnell show. I ate the assistant director. I actually got invited.
Well, I know you used to go out. You used to go to all sorts of events where they got free food. You and Rosie, you just eat like crazy. I know you took a cruise with her once, and
we were gonna do a show with the Food Network.
Yeah.
Rosie and Blob.
Yeah, but then you guys had a bad thing. She moved to Ireland and then she tried to lose weight. So she's trying to forget you, but now you're trying to get her back. What the hell are you doing?
Traitor.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. You know what? I've had enough of you. Just keep eating on your own. Okay. All right. Let me.
Wait. Is that a sandwich that you got there? Are you gonna finish that?
I'm in a different room. Okay. So you're not going to get my.
Send it over.
I'll see what I can do.
We have a teleporter.
He can't teleport. He'll end up in the bathroom.
Oh
Okay, let me get Ren out here. Okay. All right, so you're flying up there, you're trying to tell them what you at least told them what entrance, Spidey could go in with Catwoman. So at least you got that done. Then they'd send up all these drones. Okay, and then did you see one of the drones hit Angel's wing, and then did you see him go flying down into the side of that building and into the hut?
Yeah, it was like he ran into a clear glass window. That's how he came down real hard.
Right. He's always preaching love and stuff like that, but if you ever go to his house, it's all painted black. I'm beginning to think, I don't know if he's a devil worshiper or something, but he's got a dark side. He's got a dark side. He's always doing the love thing, but I'm just beginning to wonder. Has he got another side we don't know about? Because we sent him out because he's a good mediator flyer. Gets along with almost everybody.
Everybody's got a dark side.
Like your parents?
Yeah, but Bird Clan, we got to stay together.
Mm-hmm. Are you and Angel hooking up? Because we've got a lot of horn dogs on these league missions these days. Spidey and Catwoman hooked up. Now I'm beginning to wonder if you two hooked up.
We might get our coffee, especially after everything that's happened between us in the mission, but I don't think he knows yet. I haven't asked him, but
Well, you did help him fly out of there. It seems like, we have some videos
you know
of
what?
you.
I made a rap about it.
Do you want to sing it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We were sent on a secret mission, but Spider-Man was stuck in missionary position. Catwoman laying in starfish position. Sticky elevators, now he can't get his dick in. Sticky elevators, now he can't get his dick in. Poor little Spidey gone down the spout. They call her a pussy, it's no wonder now. Catwoman climbing up someone else's couch. Left us birds with wings to try to get out. Birds of a feather, his flight, my black feathers. We flew the Bird Clan forever. Bird.
Maybe we should get you in some open mic karaoke stuff, and then I have to find places where I can send you out to actually do that, and then we can infiltrate some of these comedy clubs that are there could be some communist clubs out there. We might need to try and break them apart. So thank you, Ren. That was really quite well done. Okay. All right. Let me bring in Angel. Okay. So Angel, so I'm just wondering, we had, when you were, out of commission there at the hut, stuff like that, we did send somebody over to your house and it's all painted black inside. What's going on with that?
But black is, what's wrong with that? I like black because it helps me sleep better. The darker it is, where I live is like too bright. You know what I'm saying? So having all white, that's too much. Like my eyesight, I technically wear glasses. I don't need that. So, it balances out. It balances out.
You weren't wearing glasses on the mission. You were not wearing glasses on the mission, and one of those drones hit one of your wings. I think that's a direct response to you not wearing your glasses.
That is exactly what happened. It definitely must have been, yeah. Because you know what? And then also, they did that laser before they shot at me. Like, I moved out of the way. I tried to move out of the way, and then it hit my wing. And, it really messed with it. I'm blind. Partially blind out of my right eye.
That's the wing they got. They came on your right side, so you didn't even see the drone coming from that direction.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So and first of all, why are there people at my house?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
What are you talking about?
You said it was people at my house, and my all black statues and stuff.
Yeah, we went to your house and just noticed there's a lot of everything was black. Everything was painted black. And is that because of your vision that you're getting blinded a little bit, so you want to make everything darker so that it doesn't seem like your vision's as bad? As what's going on here?
Black is, everyone likes black. I don't understand. It goes with everything. It goes with everything. So no matter what you throw in there, if you get a high yellow couch, it will fit.
Okay. Do you have glaucoma? Are you diabetic? Are you going to be going blind on us because you've been withholding this? We're probably going to have to get a vision test for you.
No. It's gonna be fine. I went to the optical, eye doctor at like Walmart, and they said it's just a little stigma. It's okay. Everything's fine. No, I can
Walmart?
still work. I can still work. Yeah,
No, Walmart, they don't really
they have
have
a
real.
vision center.
You look into their. It's not really that good. It's, you can go to a real. Okay, we're going to send you to an optometrist to really have your eyes checked. And I don't know what some of the, one of the people saw a black statue of someone with.
Oh,
They didn't have wings. They had a pitchfork.
it's I'm holding it for a friend. The artist, that famous art with the old guy and his wife, the guy with the pitchfork. It's his own
Cracker
take
Barrel. You're talking about
on
Cracker
that.
Barrel?
That one.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if he's holding. I can't remember what he's holding. I think it was a pitchfork. Interesting.
It was a pitchfork
Okay.
ish thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
With his
Okay.
angry wife next to him.
Ooh,
Mhm.
see,
That's all that was.
you're getting a little. I'm not see the dark side. I thought you're full of love.
I am. I'm angel. That's why
You
they
got a little
call me
angry
angel.
about that man.
Well, I'm not angry. I am not angry. I am not aggressive, and I'm not. I'm
Okay.
just passionate.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Let's bring out Catwoman. Oh, so Catwoman, you were supposed to seduce the gang leader to find out where all the fentanyl and coke and drugs were stored so we could either blow it up or send an ops team in to get it all. But
Yeah.
you actually used all your pheromones on Spidey, and then by the time you got into the gang leader, you knocked him out, and we couldn't wake him. You couldn't get any information out of him. So, what do you think happened there?
I think my sensation, I was overwhelmed. Have you ever been with Spider-Man? I'm sure you haven't because you're not me. And I can have any man I want, and I could have seduced him, but my head was in another world, a Spidey world with Spidey senses.
Yeah, but as soon as you came back, you dumped Spidey and started hitting on Batman again. And now Spidey is pissed off, and now Spidey needs 2 dogs for emotional support because you dumped him.
Batman will always be my true love. Spidey was very entertaining. I enjoyed it so much. But it was just a thing. I didn't even know it was that serious. But I do have that power over men. So I can't really blame him.
Well, the problem is that, you have this power over men, but you tend to two-time and use it incorrectly. Like on this particular mission where you were supposed to go out and seduce the man, but yet you knocked him out and he's got a concussion.
I don't see that as a problem.
For us it is, because we wanted to get that information. So now we don't know where any of the fentanyl is. The guy's still alive. He went to the hospital, of course. Thank God Spidey was able to get you out of there. But then after you got back home, you just dumped Spidey. You didn't even say thanks to him. You didn't, it was just like you immediately went over to Batman's.
I think I just said thanks to him recently. It was just a fling in the moment kind of thing. I can't believe he needs an emotional support animal for this. Well, maybe I can.
Okay.
I got my moves on him.
All right. Well, let me talk to Spider-Man now. Thank you very much, Catwoman. Spider-Man.
I'm coming.
Okay. All right. So Spider-Man, obviously, you thought you were going to hook up and have a regular long relationship with Catwoman. As soon as she gets back in town, you thought you were going to have a date. She just dumped you for Batman. And what does that make you feel like?
Well, first of all, it's just us in here, right? Just you and me.
Yeah.
Nobody else can. Is it okay if I take this off?
Go ahead.
It's getting hot. Okay, great.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh God, it's hot in there. Okay, so. Oh boy, let me tell you. So I've been I've been having
Just one
lots of
second. Did
trouble
you take
with-
that off when? Did she ever see you with that mask off?
Oh God, no. No,
okay.
she saw Spider-Man the whole time. She never saw the Peter Parker part.
How do you kiss her with that mask?
You don't want to know. Yeah, you know what?
Well,
Actually, you do want to know.
Perhaps this is why it didn't work out. Sounds like, I mean, how does she get to your Johnson?
Well, I have a zipper down there. I thought of that a long time ago. I made my first suit when I was 15, and I made it with nothing down there. And I was swinging through Mid City and realized that I really had to pee, and that was a problem because I had to take off the entire suit in a back alley, fully exposed, and I had to pee. So I learned from my mistakes, and I said next time I'm putting a zipper down there. But let's go back. We were talking about my problem with women. I have so many. I can't seem to hold a relationship to save my life. The Mary Jane, just forget about it. She doesn't want anything to do with me. Gwen Stacy died, so that doesn't help. And then, the reason I really liked Catwoman was because she reminded me of Black Cat, who's basically the same person as Catwoman. But she dumped me 2 months ago. So here I am stuck in an elevator with...
Well, don't you think you're a little suppressing them? You're kind of like all over them with your spider web, and then you try and put them in a web so they can't get away from you. And then you want to actually make them into like a little cocoon so you can kind of control them. And women don't like that.
And when you put it like that, that sounds really creepy.
Well, hey, you're the one doing it.
It goes with the gimmick. I mean... All right, look.
You can't you can't keep wrapping him up.
When she found out that I was Spider-Man, she said, "Tie me up." So what do? I get her with the webs, You
cocooned her?
I cocooned her. Look, I've come to realize it's got about a 50% chance of working, the cocoon method.
Well, anyway.
Some of them really like it, some of them really don't,
Yeah, but then you think when they come out of the cocoon, they're going to be more beautiful, like a butterfly, and they're the same person, and then they're just more pissed off at you.
Yeah.
So maybe you shouldn't do that.
Use it to capture their prey, and then they eat them.
Yeah.
I don't do the eating part.
That's good.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe you should stay away from the blob. Because, he eats pretty much everything that moves. Okay, and that doesn't move. All right, well, thank you.
Hey, can I be on a team with them next time? Their mission sounded like it went better than mine.
Yeah, well, you got stuck with Catwoman in an elevator. That's where it went downhill from there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to have Team 1 come out and talk with each other. Then I'm going to have you talk with your team. And I'm going to pair you guys up to talk to somebody else. Is there anybody you want to talk to, Spidey?
Yeah, you know what? I think I would like to have a word with the Blob. I think he'd be fun.
Okay, I'll put you down with the Blob. Okay, thank you. Okay, Team 1, if you want to come out here and talk, I'm going to go have some coffee. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Again?
I can't believe you went to Disney World and you wouldn't even bother trying to teleport the Blob. You know I want to go on the rides.
Look, dude, I mean, first off, probably my bad for leaving the ears on. Didn't think people would notice. I was just stoked because limited run, Second off, I told you, man, all right, I won't lie. It's because you smell so bad, dude. I cannot be it. Look, it takes a minute to teleport, and then if we're in the wrong place, oh my god, I gotta deal with you. And like, come on, Ant-Man, back me up. Like he stinks, and you're kind of annoying, dude.
I think I know what.
Okay,
No,
he
go ahead,
does
go ahead.
stink. He
Thank you.
does stink, but Siberia? Seriously?
Look, man, we're not
Moscow
talking about that.
is like thousands of miles away. Seriously, Siberia, what the hell?
I don't want to
All
deal with it.
Two things. Number one, Dart, you're just going to have to come to terms with it. You're absolutely illiterate. And Ant-Man, you're just jealous because I'm the team seductor. Okay? Like, women just and men even too can't resist me. All right, and you just have to get over it. All right, and that's the blob's musk that you're complaining about. Yeah, you can smell it all
God.
right here, right now. Come on, everybody get a whiff. Everybody get a yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, try to hide it. Sure, co-partner boys.
God, why are you even here? Your superpower is like devouring cities? Are you a good guy? Why are you working here?
Well, your medical is better than the Legion of Dooms. Starters, okay, like health insurance is an important thing, and
yeah, it would be. It would be for you, huh? Yeah, how's your heart? How is it?
I had a quadruple bypass. You know about that I'm sensitive about it, you fucking prick.
Maybe you should put down the snacks, man, and the people that maybe I care about you a little. Maybe I'd like to teleport you if you didn't stink so much, and maybe if you didn't, if your feet weren't so bloated and it was kind of gross, man. Like, I know it sounds harsh, but like, look at yourself, dude.
Hey, you piece of shit! I have a glandular issue. Okay.
You have an eating issue.
No, underneath here, it is all muscle. Okay, if I didn't have this glandular issue,
here, yeah, I see it. It's not.
Are you gonna let me finish? Okay, if I didn't have this glandular issue, okay, if I didn't have this problem, all right, it would just be all muscle. I'd look like one of those IFBB pro bodybuilders. Okay, because they're eating all those calories and building muscle, and that's what the blob would be doing. And just stop throwing shade on the blob's game. Just pass me the salami. I'm having a hard time reaching it.
Yeah, salami, good for your heart.
Have you heard of liposuction? I feel like it could be good for you.
What's that?
It's where they suck all of the blobbiness out.
They could suck my blobbiness, all right. I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time reaching my penis.
Okay, Team 2, if you could get together. Team 2, thank you, Team 1.
Sick, dude.
Team 2, if you can get together now. Thank you, Team 2.
Looking good, Ren.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Hi, Catwoman.
A cat normally doesn't like birds, but you, Angel.
Thank you. I was nervous, because I was thinking about, shooting my shot, and then, I realized birds cats eat kind of like birds. It made me think about the whole Tweety Bird thing, and like he always had problems with cats. So then I was like, I don't know. But then I don't know about it.
You might like it.
You seem like
as long as you don't turn me up.
Jeez. Are you just always in heat?
Are you slightly jealous? His birds mate forever. You
remind me of a story. You remind me of a story I know. It's called The Little Old Lady Who Swallowed a Spider. Except this time he nutted inside her.
Are you jealous?
Oh, definitely not of the itsy bitsy, no.
I have nothing itsy bitsy about me. Spider-Man can tell you.
Oh, I wasn't calling you itsy bitsy.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
Spider-Man, why are you so stressed? Like, what's going on? I think if you took off the mask, the heat wouldn't give you such a headache, because that's my assumption.
I would love to see his face. He didn't allow me to see his face.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
That's like I can see the rest of you. Why can't I see your face?
You can't do it.
Okay, if I do it, you guys have to promise that you will not tell anybody.
Maybe I
won't say a word. Okay. I won't say a word.
Okay. Oh God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that handsome face.
You look like you lead a children's youth group.
Okay, it's going back on now.
No, don't. I love the hair.
Okay, it's time to pair some people up. Dart, we're going to pair you up with Angel. So, Angel, please stay out here. Apparently, you guys used to work on some stuff. You helped them with teleporting, correctly, Angel? So, Dart's having real problems teleporting. I know you'd see if he could teleport you. You'd fly to that place and see if he could get there, but he didn't always get there. So, maybe you guys can talk this out, help him out.
What's up, dude?
Dart, we're still having these problems. We gotta get better.
Look, man.
We gotta get better. I mean, we've looked at all type of geography shows so you can broaden your horizon. You just gotta see it once and you're good. You're good. You're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I mean, I defend you when they call you like Timu Nightcrawler. Actually, somebody said you were like Sheen Nightcrawler. And I'm just like, okay, that's better than Timu, but I mean, come on.
Man, look.
You
man,
have to get better.
I appreciate it, man. I do. I appreciate all the help you've given me, but like, you only told me about the United States, dude, and like a little bit of Canada, and like,
okay.
They sent me to Russia,
I mean,
dude.
You
Have you been
have
to
to do
Russia?
your own homework. You have to do your own homework.
Okay.
You got, I mean, yeah, the United States isn't too shabby. Like, that's a pretty big place. Yeah, the Moscow's a little, you have to do your own work. What have you been doing? I heard you've been smoking weed again. When we start doing that? When we started back doing that?
I don't know. When are you gonna start doing it again to like make your eyesight better, dude? You're the one who showed me about weed.
Okay. That's the past.
Said it would make my studying better.
That's the past.
Yeah, well, if it makes my studying so good, why can't I do it?
They have.
Sensei.
What?
Do you have glasses?
What? Look, listen. Okay, let's go back to you teleporting. You have to get better. You gotta look. Yeah. You know what we can do?
I've got to get better. Just me. This is what it's always like, man. It was always hypocritical of you. How's your left wing? Doing good?
That's sensitive. That is sensitive. I am in physical therapy for that.
Yeah, flying a little hard.
Okay, we need Ant and Ren to get together. You have worked on different projects together, and maybe Ant has something he wants to say to you now, Ren.
What's up, Ant Boy?
It's Ant-Man, actually. But thank you for remembering my name this time. Yeah, things are, well, they're going. My technology is working. Some people are just dumb.
That's unfortunate, but I get it.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's been going on with you since we last met up?
Well, I met this guy. He has really cool wings. He can retract his, which is kind of interesting. I don't mind, but I definitely prefer the wings.
I mean, would you like retractable wings? I mean, I could like make a retraction device for you.
I mean, I'd be willing to try it. It might help me, go to the grocery store without.
Yeah, definitely. Or, look more like, someone you've had your eye on for a while.
Like?
Yeah, like the angel.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's okay. Like I said, I'm pretty used to my wings. I think it would be cool to, go into a taxi cab maybe. Flying everywhere can be kind of exhausting. I mean, you just go and go, and everybody expects it to be just like effortless, but it's a freaking huge workout.
Okay, the Blob, please get together with Spider-Man and Catwoman. Apparently, Catwoman is now going out with the Blob. I figured you'd be the first to know, so you guys can work it out.
This is insane.
Did you think it was serious? Did I hurt your feelings?
Yeah,
I did
Yes
not
to
believe
both.
so.
but also, you're gonna go from me to him.
Oh,
Look at him.
yeah, look at him.
Yeah, look at
Look
you,
at those
sweetheart.
arms and that chest.
Yeah, look at you, sweetheart. Thanks
Think
for the
again.
spoon, honey. This is what I've been looking for all day. Oh, that's
I'll
right.
make sure I come scratch your back later.
Yeah, you fucking know it. But look, it's not the end of the world. Spider-Man, I can't say I relate to you and your little lady problems. Okay, I've never had issues in that department. But something the Blob is up for is actually experimenting, right? So like,
Don't say what I think you're gonna
getting
say.
involved with lots of people is really it.
Yeah.
Have you ever twerked before, Spider-Man?
Have I ever?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, this is the art of seduction. Unfortunately for you, the Blob is here to deliver for both of you. Because I want you both. I want you all right in here. So yeah. Yeah, come on, Spider-Man. Get on that. Get on that, Spider-Man. Come on.
Okay, Blob, I'm sorry. I was not familiar with your game.
It's an all-encompassing term. Blobs. There's enough blob for everybody, all right? So why should we all be miserable?
I would like for you, Blob, to use your big arms and squeeze me tight. Spider-Man wrapped me up in some, I don't know, like cocoon-like thing.
That's what's
Ooh,
going
it
on.
was like choking me.
Yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah.
I did.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said
Now, Blob,
Yeah.
I need you to do something like that.
My body's built for pleasure.
Hey, Blob, what's your opinion on getting cocooned in my webs?
I'm all for it. As
There we
long as
go.
you got lots of webs to shoot,
There we
you're going to be
go.
shooting all night long.
Ooh, 2 of you?
Yeah.
Can you keep up with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys could stay out there, everybody else, please come on back in. I'd like to have everybody's closing comments. So go ahead and we'll start with Ant-Man. Any closing comments?
I mean, I did my job. If that stapler hadn't fallen on me. Oh, and there was a Russian beetle. I didn't tell you about that. There was a Russian beetle that turned out to be a robot. But if that stapler hadn't fallen on me, we would have gotten the job done. If everyone else did their job.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Look, I got nothing else to say other than I'm looking forward to the future of my future team ups with Catwoman and the Blob. I'm gonna leave those two weird birdos in the past. They did not help me one bit.
You have to unmute me. Just take me
How'd
out.
I go?
Okay, let's go with Catwoman.
I agree. I'm so looking forward to my future adventure with the Blob and Spider-Man.
Oh, short and sweet. Okay, how about the Dart?
Yeah, what's up? I just wanted to say I did nothing wrong, and if anybody wants to go to Disney World, I'm going after this, so you're welcome to join us. Blob, lose some weight, bro. Then you can come.
So you did go to Disney World. Farrah, the Ren.
I am really starting to realize that there are not enough superheroes in this world. There are just way too many orgies. This is disgusting. A spider, a cat, and a piece of Play-Doh walk into a bar, and Jesus Christ. But anyway, other than that, Bird Clan forever.
Angel.
I'm with Ren, yeah. And you know what? I'm with Dart as well. We technically did our job, and we were just flying around waiting till Spider-Man and Catwoman did their job, technically. So,
If the blob could stop eating for 1 second, your closing comments.
All right, that's it. I'm tired of this. I'm not taking any more of it. You know, just as my hero once said in that song, we're not gonna take it. Well, no, that's not funny. That's not funny. I see you. I see you there, Dart. And I just want to say that my love life is fulfilling as a tub of cheese. And oh God, my heart.
I told him to try liposuction.
Well, listen, I think that's really pretty much the end of the day for us. I'll be turning in all the videos to the league, and I'll let them know the blob just had a massive heart stroke, and we'll probably need to get him out of that building before he melts into the entire building and the rest of the town. This has been Superhero Therapy, and that's our show. Let's introduce our cast, starting with Andrew.
Hey guys, hope you had fun. I sure did.
Brian.
Thanks for watching. I won't web you up.
Amanda.
Thank you. I had a great time. This is my first show, and I look forward to many more.
Nick. Farron.
Guys, I loved it. So I hope to see you all back here again.
Juve.
this was great. This was my first show as well. And, you will see me again.
And the blob, if we can get him to... Here he is. The blob's making a comeback. Oh, my God. Oh, that's the best you've ever looked. And to think Catwoman would date that thing. Okay, everyone wave goodbye. We're going to be back in 5 weeks because I'm actually shooting a documentary next week. And you'll hear all about that later. But we're going to be back with a B movie with really bad actors. That's going to be our next one. So make sure you watch that. It's going to be crazy. See you soon. Rest of you guys. All the new guys, stay out here with us.